Hey, this is Rich Knapp of Common Joe Videos, coming through Lynx Innovations. Okay, I'm going to be reviewing a couple of things here, and I'll put times in the front if in the intro for where they are. Alright, I had gotten the EOX batteries from Lynx, 460 milliamp 2S 3570C for my 130, and I got them a little while back, and I didn't want to do a review or my thoughts until I got some flights on. Well, it's Christmas Eve and Tammy had to work, so I did a bunch of flying with my 130, and thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll shoot a review right away. Alright, the performance is great. You know, I was doing pitch pumps and stuff here in the heli room. I wasn't bogging like I was my older batteries. You know, going between, you know, letting them cool and recharge. You know, both cells have been smack right on. You know, there's no variance between the cells. So they're a very good battery. They don't get really hot. They get, you know, they get warm to the touch, but not hot. But you know, I'm just running the plug-and-play motor in here, so that's, you know, a lot of stress on that little motor and the amps and stuff. But yeah, if you want a really good battery for your 130, the EOXs, I know other people have been really loving them, and they're solid as a rock. They came perfectly balanced cells. So, okay, the EOX, Common Joe Flyer, I'm really happy with them so far. I put a lot of flights on tonight, and you know, the charging has been, the balance and everything has been really super good. It hasn't varied from when I first got them. They're broke in now and everything. So, EOX batteries by Lynx for your 130, they're worth every penny. Okay, so we set the 130 off to the side. Now, Tammy has been getting into flying quads, and I got her a Leap 3D, and she was for Christmas, and then I got her the DX6 for Christmas, and you know, I gave it to her early, you know, when it came in and stuff, so you know, she could get used to it and play with it a little bit and stuff. Well, then I went ahead and I flew my 130, my Nano, and the Nano QX with the 6. And I couldn't believe how much more control there was over my DX8. I mean, it was unreal. And Tammy did the updates in it and everything. There's been no issues. Great little radio. Fits excellent in the hands. She has small hands, and she's been flying her Nano QX with it, and she loves the size of it. So the DX6, you know, I give it a 10 thumbs up at this time. And, well, 2 thumbs up at this time, and you know, maybe I'll touch base, you know, once Tammy gets more use out of it. Tammy seen how my eyes lit up when I flew the Nano QX with this and my Nano, and she got me a DX9 for Christmas. And I've been flying now, you know, all my birds with this DX9. And I could not believe the difference between the DX9 and the DX8. If you have the money and you're in between the two radios, the DX9 is better by. 1, you get an extra channel. 2, you get the programming of the DX18 in the DX9. Plus you have, you know, all the talking and
3D mode, stunt 2, normal mode, hold mode, normal mode, mid rates, high rates, mid rates, low rates, timer start.
Oh, my 130, I have a single timer.
Timer cleared.
You know, you can set the voice commands up for different stuff. I'm setting it up so that, you know, Tammy knows when the hold is on, because at the field and stuff with my bigger birds, she always walks them out on the field and helps me with setup, so she'll be able to hear that, you know, the hold is on. But yeah, the difference flying with the DX9 compared to my DX8 with just the little birds I've flown. In comparison, if you know the difference between, let's say, the ready to fly transmitter, you know, for like anything, the ready to fly they always give you. The difference between that and going to the DX6i, that difference in control, that is about the same difference between going from the DX8 to the DX9 or even the DX6. So I would give these two transmitters, you know, at this time, you know, a 2 thumbs up. You know, Spectrum nailed it with this. I haven't had any issues. I've done the updates on it. I haven't had any issues. You know, there's little tricks like you gotta make sure your SD card, you gotta make sure that you hit the eject, because if you don't hit eject on your SD card on your computer when you put the updates on it, it will not update. You have to hit eject before you take your SD card out of the your computer to put into the transmitter. And another little tip I found out is, if you get a brand new one, until you do your very first update, you will constantly get your registration little screen on there. You know, both startup and shutdown. So you need to do your first update, and then you'll no longer get that please register your transmitter. So you won't get that screen anymore. But it's really nice. The DX9, and I'm sure the 6 is that. Yeah, the 6 is that way too. When you go to set up your switches, you don't have to be like, oh, okay, let's see, that's switch A, or that's switch B. All you do is you go, okay, you're gonna go to dual rates. All you do is flip the switch you want for dual rates, and it registers. Then you just set your dual rates. You don't have to actually tell it which one you want. But yeah, these the DX6 and the DX9. You know, there's a lot of tips out there on you know, programming them, and you know, other reviews on them. As a Common Joe flyer, if you can swing the extra money, and you don't need 8 channels, get the DX6. If you can swing it, and you know, you need 8, you know, you need at least 8 or 9 channels, and you're between the two. If you can swing it, get the DX9. The DX8 is a wonderful transmitter. I love it. But these are a lot better performers, just with my little bit of flying that I found. And if you have the money, a transmitter is like building a garage. If you think you need a 2-stall garage, build a 2.5, because you're going to want it in a month or 2. You're going to want that extra room. And it's the same way with the transmitter. Always go as high as you can afford, because down the road, if you stay in the hobby, especially if you're going to stay in the hobby, and you know you're going to stay in, because down the road, you're going to want the extra. My DX8, I thought that's all the bigger I'd go. Building my goblins and stuff, now I'm using the 3SX Demon, and you know, the way I set them up, it uses 8 channels. I was full. Now I got the DX9, so now if I want to, you know, do something a little extra, you know, I got the extra channel. But yes, that's my review on these two. 2 thumbs up on them. Spectrum kind of nailed it on it. You know, I can't say enough. You know, as far as I love them. I love them. And we haven't had them that long, and I flew with Tammy's, the 6 there, and I loved it. And now with the 9, I love that. So again, if you can swing it for the 9, go for it. If 6 channels is enough, between the DX8 and the DX6, oh man, that would be a really tough one, because the X channels are nice, but the performance of the 6 outshines the 8. So have fun deciding between the 2. So that's my review, and until next time, happy flying!